How sweet is his great heart. Even though he took the ones that mean the most to me, I continue to thank God. I done lost some ones to this day, yeah, but I hear more when you lose them to the graveyard. Finally, Daddy, yeah, hope you're really proud of me. I hate this the way it gotta be. Lately, I've been suffering from anxiety. My heart, how I feel. Even though it's been a couple years, I still cry still. In battle tested, I know that my time is near, so it was destined. Still don't feel real, it's hard for me to accept it. Time I question God like how you just took my best friend. Daddy, your love is lost, I need directions. God, I need them back, I learned my lessons. Sometimes I see my cousin with their daddy and I get jealous. Ever since that day you left, it ain't been the same. Feel like you ain't survived cause of me, I take the blame. Cause I could've did more, I could've did more. You know when you won't answer your phone, you know I still call. Do you know that feeling when you get to the car? Patiently just waiting for you to walk through that door. I'm making people feel good when I don't feel good. All the wrong talks we had, I wish we still could. The triggers ain't right. Hospital's feeling I can't describe. Daddy, look at your boy, I'm touching lives. I'm just trying to live, but I guess we live and die. And now, I'm dead inside. No. This triggers ain't right. If you still got your parents, hold them tight. I know you proud of me. Look at all the shit I prevailed. The youngest see your seeds. But you sure the family eat well. I give them what they need. How far we always be well. I told bro to change his ways. I'm praying he don't see jail to live another day. I'm praying I don't see hell. Ain't no telling what I do for my family. Just know I mean well. No, you ain't next to me. No, you ain't next to me. But I'm hoping you can see. I'm praying you can see.
ACV Auctions.
What's going on, world? DS1 Ross, and we back here on Sheep Stay Sleep TV. Shout out to everyone who support the platform. Much love, much love, much love. If you are here and you are in the building, please drop a 1 in the chat. Let me know if y'all can hear me clearly. Please drop a 1 in the chat and let me know if y'all can hear me clearly. Let me know if y'all can hear me clearly, y'all. Just drop a 1. Let me know if y'all can hear me clearly so we can get right into today's show. Can y'all hear me out there? Can y'all hear me out there? Okay. I see the ones. I see some ones. Shout out to everyone in the building. Shout out to everyone in the building. Shout out to y'all. Shout out to y'all. And of course, we are back. right here on Sheep Stay Sleep TV. I'm your host, DS1 Ross, of course. I appreciate all the love and the support. Salute to everyone that's in the building. Shout out to everyone. Shout out to everyone. Shout out to everyone. Got another great show lined up for you guys today. So do me a favor. If you are here through the vertical feed, double tap your screens. Double tap y'all screens and hit that like button because we're going to get into it today. We are going to get into it today. Y'all know how we do over here on Sheep Stay Sleep TV. We have real life conversations. Real life conversations. Raw and uncut. Y'all know how we do. So shout out to y'all. Shout out to y'all. Shout out to all the visionaries, man. Shout out to all the visionaries. Welcome back to all the new supporters. Welcome back. I appreciate y'all. And of course, shout out to my lovely lady mods. Shout out to my lovely lady mods that always come through and hold it down. Shout out to y'all. Shout out to y'all. Happy Friday to everyone. Happy Friday to everyone. As y'all know, July 4th is coming up. July 4th is approaching. So we're going to get into it. We're going to get into it. But shout out to y'all. Shout out to y'all. Hope y'all doing well on this Friday. This gloomy Friday afternoon. Gloomy Friday afternoon. Right? But we're going to get into it. We're going to get into it today, man. We're going to get into it today. This is actually the last week of this semester for my classes. As I let you guys know, I had 2 classes this semester. Last semester, I had 1 class, which was biology. Of course, I passed with a B plus to be exact. This semester, it started out a little troubling because, as y'all know, I don't do well in math. I hate math class. It's especially all this college math, right? So this semester I had statistics. And shout out to the cynical one. You know, she sent me some help for statistics. And I also went and got some help from my school. My school also offers tutoring. So I took the tutoring class, took some tutoring, got some help, got through it. So now we at the end of the semester. I had statistics this semester and I had abnormal psychology. So this semester I learned about a lot of our common mental disorders: borderline personality disorder, schizophrenia, bipolar, a lot of mood disorders, anxiety disorders. There's a lot of disorders, whether y'all believe it or not. Stress disorders, personality disorders, character disorders, cognitive disorders, neurocognitive disorders, behavioral disorders. There's a lot of disorders, y'all. Whether y'all believe it or not, the human mind is extremely complex, and the human body, which shows proof in my mind that there is a God. So if you don't believe in God, I can say you don't understand science, because science actually proves, especially if you're studying psychology, a lot of this stuff that you're gonna read on and stuff like that, they cannot fully explain why things are the way that they are. So to me, science proves that there is a presence of a supreme being, of a grand architect, because science can't prove the other side of things, right? And we ain't gonna get into that, but I just wanted to give y'all a quick update. This is my last week in school. Those were my 2 classes. I'll let y'all know my final grades next week. But of course we passing. And I'm gonna let you guys know. So shout out to everyone. Let's see who's in the building. Let's see who's in the building, and then we're gonna get into the show. We're gonna get into the show. All right. So shout out to the cynical one in the building. Hey, Sin, one of my first lovely lady mods in the building today. Good to see you. Good to see you. Shout out to y'all. And my bad for canceling yesterday's show. It's just that I was out, and then when I got back in, I was like, man, I don't want to come in front of you guys exhausted. So that's why we're gonna do the show today. All right. So make sure y'all double tap y'all screen. Share the show out, y'all. Share the show. Share the show. Shout out to my man Art of War in the building. What's good, Art of War? Salute. Now, I don't know if y'all noticed, but YouTube is doing this new thing where it's showing, I guess it's showing y'all at names instead of y'all usual screen names. So if I shout you out based on what it say, don't be shocked, because some of y'all I don't recognize y'all, but some of y'all avatars I recognize. All right. Shout out to Mark McJoy in the building. What up, Mark? Peace to you, bro. Hey, Scorpio mama. Shout out to you, Scorpio. Another one of my lovely lady mods in the building today. How you doing, Scorpio? Happy Friday. What's up, Kari? Is that Kari? Yep. How you doing, Kari D? Shout out to you. Shout out to you. Shout out to my man Bob in the building. What up, Bob? Salute to you, my brother. What's up, Cottage? Shout out to Cottage 81 in the building. Salute. Salute. What up, Ray? Shout out to Ray Stansberry in the building. It's good, man. Happy Friday, Ray. Salute to you. Shout out to my man Party Artie. What up, artists? Shout out to artists in the building. Shout out to the light side. Appreciate you, artists. See who else is up in the building. Hey, Queen Shay. Shout out to Miss Queen Shay in the building. Happy Friday to you, Queen Shay. Appreciate your support. Relax and talk sports. Salute, salute, salute. What's up, Lorenzo? Salute to you. 7516. Salute to you. Shout out to my man Seth's son in the building. Peace to the bro. Salute. Let's see who else in the building. Cynical says science was never my forte. I love science, Cynical. Math was never my forte. Shout out to Miss Classy Creole in the building. Good to see you. One of my top lovely lady mods is here today. Happy Friday to you, Miss Classy Creole. I appreciate you. I appreciate you, Classy. As always. Entree Potato says, I'm a student by myself. No doubt. No doubt. Shout out to my sandbox brother, Papa Flock in the building. Salute to you, Brody. Good to see you, bro. Yeah, the username format. Yeah, it's crazy. I thought it was me at first. I refreshed the stream a couple of times, Sin. I thought it was me though. But you know how YouTube do their thing, man. Shout out to Mrs. Morrison in the building. Hey, Tizzle. What's going on? Shout out to Tizzle Tay in the building. Shout out to you. Oh, tomorrow's your birthday? Hey, y'all shout out the cynical one. Wish her a happy birthday. We might do a show tomorrow, but happy birthday to you, son. I appreciate everything you do for this channel. Enjoy your day. Like I said, tomorrow we still might do a show. But if we don't, happy birthday to you. And make sure y'all shout out one of my lovely lady mods, the cynical one. Make sure y'all send her well wishes, warm wishes, and a happy birthday. Shout out to you, Sin. More life and much blessings to you. And I appreciate you. Y'all make sure y'all shout her out in the chat, y'all. Wish her a happy birthday. Wish her a happy birthday. Thank you, Scorpio. Look at you. I ain't even have to tell you. What up, Brownie? How you doing? Shout out to Brownie in the building. She says, I'm going to have to change mine again. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with YouTube. Yeah, they always messing with shit. Absolutely. See who else is in the building before we get into it. Kamada boy. Man, I don't know what you're talking about, bro. But salute to you, man. I don't know what you're talking about, but salute to you. Shout out to Cuzzo in the building. Salute, Cuzzo. Salute. Shout out to Heels In on the pull-up. Salute, salute, salute. A girly girl is here. Your name is John. Some of y'all need to relax, man. Some of y'all need to relax, but we gonna stay focused. Shout out to everyone in the building. Y'all see the show. The truth about Trump's leadership. Let's talk about it. Let's talk. Now, some of y'all may say, oh, DS1, you don't need no leader in life because if you know yourself, you could lead yourself. Facts, Brownie. Facts. Trump is not playing, y'all. Trump is trumping. So, if you don't want me, if you've been trolling me all this time, don't come in my chat now because I'm going to find out who you are. But some of y'all may say, DS1, are you looking for a leader? Is Trump your leader? You know, y'all people start saying stuff like that. Oh, I ain't got no leader. Oh, you ain't got no leader? But you in a gang, though. I ain't got no leader. You got a big homie. If you the big homie, don't you got an OG? So what you mean you don't need a leader? You already got one. See over here on Sheep Stay Sleep TV, we deal with logic. See, we don't just get to doing all this for talking reasons. Some of y'all will say, Trump ain't my leader, but your big homie a booty bandit. Trump ain't my leader, but your big homie is just like Diddy. Your big homie is locked up right now for trafficking little girls like Fat Joe. But Trump not your leader, though. Trump is not your leader, but your leader pimp out little girls. That's your big homie. He not your leader. You don't address him as big bro. Huh? He not the big Ola. He not the Sig Well. He locked up right now for pimping out little girls, 14-year-olds. But you gonna get on the internet and say Donald Trump not your leader. You ain't got no leader. Yeah, your leader in jail for grape. Your big homie is a pedophile. Let's talk. See, y'all don't like talking about real life. Y'all like getting on the internet. It's party time. See, the internet for you is a Muppet show. It's a Muppet show. See, being real is a state of being. Let me say that again. Being real is a state of being. It's not a way you act. Acting real is a way I'm real off the internet. Why can't you be real on the internet? What's the difference? Is being real a behavior, or is it a way of being? See, listen to the words y'all be using. I'm real. I'm real. That's an affirmation. I am is an affirmation. I am real. So if you saying I am real, then that's a state of being. So you're real whether you on the internet or whether you off the internet, because you're real. Now, if you're not real, you could say, I know I act real off the internet, but I come on the internet and act fake. You see, do you see the difference in the language? Acting is not being. Acting is not being. Acting is performing. That's not being real. You could act real. You could say some real shit. That don't mean you are real. Because to be real is that, to be a state of being, not a state of acting. So a lot of y'all get on here and think you're real because you saying some shit that really don't make no sense. See, because as long as you live in a country, the president of the country that you live in, he is your leader. Because when the world leaders come together, who you think come together? Who you think sit at them tables? You think the president of the United States don't sit at those tables and talk to other world leaders? Do you understand what a president is? He ain't my leader. You sound dumb. If he's not your leader, if he's not the people in America's leader, how was he able to pardon Kodak Black? How was he able to pardon all these people? Remember when Trump first got in office, he was doing all these pardons? How was he able to pardon somebody's jail sentences if he's not a leader? How could he go and say, hey, let him out of prison? He didn't kill nobody. Let him out. He's not a leader. Donald Trump ain't my leader. Yeah, I know he's not your leader because your leader is a retard. Your leader is a criminal. That's who your leader is, a criminal. Some nigga you look up to from the projects. That's your leader. When all he did was lead your ass to the life of failure. That's all your leader ever led you to. Mm-hmm. And if you keep listening to him, guess where he gonna lead you to? To the hellfire. Yeah. Yeah, keep listening to that dumb shit. Keep listening to that dumb shit. Donald Trump ain't my leader. But he could get niggas out of jail. He pardoned some of y'all favorite rappers too, by the way. Now y'all shitting on him. Big Yola 9, salute. But Donald Trump can't be your leader. Shout out to my brother Club in the building. What up, Club? Salute to you, Brody. Trump can't be your leader. The gang is your leader. Yeah. OG Mac. Oh, that's your leader. OG Mac. Whack 100. That's your leader. That's you niggas leaders. Donald Trump is not your leader. You know who your leader is, nigga? Diddy. I'm watching all you niggas sit around and do content saying Diddy is innocent when he getting ready to go to jail. See, a lot of you niggas, I'm talking to the men now. A lot of you niggas on YouTube, a lot of y'all got some Diddy and some Shannon Sharp in y'all. And I'ma stand on this. I don't care who got a problem with it. If you believe in your heart that Diddy is an innocent man, you got some baby oil and Astroglide up in you. If you believe that Diddy is innocent, your thighs been beat on. Somebody done beat on your thighs. See, I know, to you, I watch you niggas content. You niggas that say Diddy is innocent, I look in you niggas' eyes when y'all niggas go get some help, brothers. Because see, a lot of y'all still protecting the monsters in y'all family. See, we all heard Hassan Campbell, Classic Creole, we heard Hassan Campbell say he didn't want Bam to go to jail. See, that's how a lot of you niggas feel. Because Diddy is your leader. Niggas like Diddy, he's your leader. Hey, Ghostface. Salute to you, sweetheart. I appreciate you. Shout out to my comrade, Mr. Sutton, in the building. Salute, my brother. Shout out to the OG in the building. Salute, champion. Shout out to the OG Elisino on the pull-up. See this? And see, look, they come in the chat room and they say dumb shit like this. Hey, Keita T. Shout out to Miss Keita T in the building. Another one of my lovely lady mods in the building. Happy Friday, Miss Keita T. See, they come in my chat room, right? I saw the comment. Let me find the comment again. They come in here and they say shit like this. Watch this, y'all. Shout out to Alan G in the building. Shout out to my man Johnny 5. What up, Johnny? Where's that? Where's that? Oh, somebody must have clapped him. But see, this is what people do to protect weirdos and Geppettos. They come in there and say, oh, stop saying the N-word. Stop talking down about your people. See, that's how they've conditioned us to accept people like Diddy as our leaders. You see? This is how they was able to give us a president like Barack Obama, who was a weirdo. He's a fairy. Yup. He was a fairy. Barack Obama was a fairy. Guess who endorsed Barack Obama? Sean P. Diddy Combs. Y'all forgot? He was a fairy. Yup. See how all this shit is connected? We're going to talk about Trump's leadership. See, y'all want to get up here and talk about what Trump doing wrong. Oh, you don't think Barack Obama and Mikhail, allegedly, you don't think they was at that house on Star Island? Huh? Oh, all those pictures you saw with Barack and those rappers, you don't think he attended a Diddy party? He was a fairy. Yup. We already saw the proof that Mayor Eric Adams was at the parties. Yup. We already know Kamala Harris is an alcoholic. How we know she wasn't at no Diddy party? Oh. Because we already know, right? We already know that Diddy, hip hop pledges allegiance to the Democratic Party. Yup. Democrats. Who you think got Obama in the house? The same guy that's getting ready to go to jail for the rest of his life. Hey, Ms. L'Oreal. Shout out to Ms. L'Oreal in the building. My second top lovely lady mod in the building today. Good to see you. Happy Friday. Happy Friday. Hey, Miss Camille. Good to see you, love. Good to see you. Shout out to you. Happy Friday to you as well. Another one of my lovely lady mods in the building today. Happy Friday. Happy Friday. And y'all, I don't know what's going on with YouTube, but if your username looks weird, it's not me, it's YouTube. All right? But shout out to everyone that's in the building. What's up, April Lynn? How you doing? Y'all see when y'all don't understand how the game go, a lot of y'all don't even be understanding how to have the conversation. You see? So we had failed leadership with Barack Obama because who put Barack Obama in the seat? A bunch of other failed leaders. So check the psyop, y'all. Check the psyop. You had a bunch of failed niggas. P. Diddy, Sean Carter. Two failed niggas that they put up in our face our whole life and said, black men, these are the men you need to become. You need to become a Sean P. Diddy, Geppetto Combs. We're going to call him Mr. Man Milk. You need to become Mr. Man Milk. The level of success for black men, black American men, is Mr. Man Milk. Yeah, especially if you're from the hood. If you're from the hood, you should aspire to be Mr. Man Milk. Diddy, the milkman, he likes man milk on his nipples. He was a fairy. Yup. He likes man milk, Mr. Man Milk. Then we have, right? Then we have Mr. Geppetto Man, Jay-Z. We all know he had Beyonce since she was a little girl. I need a soldier that ain't scared to stand up for me. Little girl, Geppetto Man. Mr. Geppetto Man, Jay-Z. He's so goddamn ugly, no woman his age ever liked him. Mr. Geppetto Man. He had Aaliyah. Mr. Geppetto Man. The young boy who coming out and went and got a DNA test to prove that he was Jay-Z's son. he impregnated his mother when she was 16. Mr. Geppetto Man. Mr. Geppetto Man. Mr. Geppetto Man. Why you always on my line? Mr. Geppetto Man. He has a history of dealing with little girls. Mr. Geppetto Man. Name me one grown woman you ever saw Jay-Z with. We already found out he never messed with Free. That was a lie. So you can't say Free from 106 in Park. Free already came out and said she never had relations with Jay-Z. That was a lie. The lie the test determined, that was a lie. So now, point me to the grown woman that you ever saw Jay-Z with in a public relationship. Where are they? What up, Jay Sean? Can somebody point me to the grown woman that Jay-Z has ever been in a relationship with? Point me to her, please. So when I call him Mr. Geppetto Man, don't get in the comment section talking about, oh, you making shit up. Point them out. What T.I. said? Bring them out, bring them out, bring them out. Bring them out. What up, Third? Shout out to my guy, Third Ward in the building. Bring them out, Third. Where the grown women at that Jay-Z had? Where they at? Where they at, though? Where they at? Where they at, though? Where they at? Hey, Third. Exactly. That's why you put LOL, because you know that wasn't a relationship. You know that wasn't a relationship. We know that wasn't a relationship. A lot of niggas had Blue Can Trail back in the day. Come on now. Blue Can Trail is a Temu version of Faith Evans. Let's talk. Let's tell the truth. No disrespect to any of those ladies. But this is for content's sake. Blue Can Trail is the Temu version of Faith Evans. And we all know what Faith was good at. Faith got that good jawbone. Yeah. Faith got that good jawbone. Yeah. Mm-hmm. She got that lock jaw. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Hey, remember? Faith had to go to the program a couple of times. So you know what that means. Her jaw be clicking. See, remember, Faith had... See, y'all be forgetting shit. Faith been playing with that Tootsie for a long time, in the words of Jaguar Wright. That pink cocaine. That Tootsie. Faith has had a cocaine problem for a long time. Her and Stevie J. Stevie! Mr. Cocaine Man! He's a zest monster. Now, what happens when you put a zest monster and a freak that like to get high together? You get a marriage. You see how she ended up marrying Stevie J? Because she been getting high with Stevie before Biggie came around. She been getting high with Stevie. So Blue Can Trail is a knockoff version of Faith Evans. What's up, Wacky? Salute. Yeah, Keita. Yeah. How the hell all these years later she end up marrying Stevie J? Because she a cokehead. She's always been a cokehead. She's a cokehead thot. That's all Faith ever was. That's what she is. She's still that to this day. And like I said, I'm not bad mouthing her. That's just the truth. So again, y'all cannot point me to any grown women that Jay-Z ever had in his life. So it's safe to say he's Mr. Geppetto Man. So Black American men have been conditioned to look up to Geppettos and Mooks. When we say that, Geppettos and Mooks. Geppettos and Mooks. Mr. Milkman. Mr. Milkman. That's Diddy now. That's his new name. Mr. Milkman. Straight Mook. See, we've been conditioned as Black American men to look up to these weirdos. That's why you think Diddy innocent. Because your broke ass think money could solve every problem. Huh? Because you think money could solve every problem. Because that's how broke people think. That's how broke people think. Broken people. Broken people think money could solve every problem. That's what your broke ass think. Because all you need is money to solve all of your problems. And guess what I'm here to tell you? Money won't solve all your problems. You could go buy all the Amiri you want. That ain't gonna remove those thoughts of that grown-ass man touching on you. That's not gonna remove the thoughts of that grown-ass man on top of you sweating, hunching on you. I don't care what kind of car you drive. You will have rich nightmares. Oh, you rather have those nightmares in a mansion. Huh? You rather have those nightmares in a mansion. See, these the people we were taught to look up to. So the whole time, the white man's the devil, 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 the white man's the devil. The devil is right in front of us. His name is Sean P. Diddy Combs. The white man's the devil, the white man's the devil, the white man's the devil. And the walking embodiment of a demon is the nigga you was taught to look up to. You see how wicked this world is? You see how wicked people can be? See, the same niggas that told you the white man was the devil went up north and was booty bandits. Yeah, them guard body niggas. Let's talk facts. Them guard body niggas went up north and was booty bandits. Them niggas got in jail and was on drugs, nigga. They was in jail having young niggas cook for them and give up butt. The same nigga that told you the white man was the devil, he was in jail fucking niggas. Yeah, the white man's the devil. He up north banging niggas out. But he told you that that white man is a devil. That's how he came home and was able to convince you to give up your ass. Yeah. 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 Yeah, the big homie. The big homie. Yeah, y'all don't want to have real conversations. But they want to keep talking about some white man when y'all the ones up there fucking the little homies in jail. Oh, it's because of the system, blood. The system got us all in here together. So let's fuck each other. Oh, the white man told you to fuck your little homies? Did the white man tell you that? Since we all in here, blood, let's fuck each other, blood. But y'all keep talking this bullshit. Leadership. Guess what y'all do to the real niggas in the hood? The real leaders. You know what you do? You suppress their voice. The ones that's going to tell the young men and women what to do for real. That's going to keep them in reality and not this fake black world, not this fake black talk, this black utopia. Nigga, oh, you going to Atlanta to see Shamar. Ain't no black utopia, nigga. You gonna go to Atlanta and run into Shamar. Thinking you doing something being black. Oh, I'm going to Atlanta. That's where the rich blacks at. Yeah, the Mooks. Yeah, the Geppettos. Yeah, Tyler Perry. Mr. Tyler. Mr. Scripts for Dicks. That's why you want to go to Atlanta, right? That's where all the successful blacks are. Yeah, Mr. Script for Dicks. That's where he at. And the baby all well. TD Jakes. The baby all well. See, y'all keep believing this bullshit. See, black people don't want to really wake up and realize how we really been lied to. See, they ain't just lied to us. Yo, people who told us that they lied to us, they lied to us too. See, because what a lot of y'all don't know, right? That's what a lot of y'all don't know. I don't know who this is, but salute. Yeah, Tyler's a zest monster. Hell yeah, he's a zest monster. Hey, L'Oreal, good to see you, sweetheart. One of my top lovely lady mods in the building today. Shout out to you. Happy Friday. Leadership, right? Leadership, right? Let's talk political leadership. Let's talk political leadership. Let's talk. Let's get into it. Let's get into it. Let's show the American people what's going on and what Trump is doing. Because Trump is trumping. We're going to continue covering the Trump administration. He's trumping. He's trumping, y'all. I told y'all. Shout out to William Mason in the building. Salute, fam. Atlanta's the modern day Babylon. Ain't nothing Wakanda about it. Exactly. And Wakanda don't exist. That was made up too. Shout out to William Mason. This is from the Korea Daily. This news is going all around the world because Trump, not only is he a world leader, he's also a world celebrity. Look what this says. This is from June 23rd, 2025, a couple of days ago. ICE, shout out to ICE, shout out to Tom Homan and the Border Patrol, shout out to Homeland Security. They're not playing. ICE collected Medicaid and tax data in immigration crackdown. And you're wondering why you're seeing so much changes. It's been people sitting in our goddamn system getting more benefits than Americans. See, I've been trying to tell y'all this. Oh, Trump trying to hurt black people. Shut your dumb ass up and read. Shut your dumb ass up and read. This is what's going on. They not just rounding people up and locking people. Shut up. Hate when niggas get they just locking people. Shut up, nigga. Shut up. You wasn't crying when they sent your uncle to prison back in the 90s for selling crack, nigga. Now all of a sudden you got a bunch of grown-ass men crying about Trump. Look at what he's doing. Look at what he's doing. Shut up, nigga, and read. Because if you read, you'll be happy about what he's doing. You'll be happy. ICE collected Medicaid and tax data. Shout out to Elon Musk. Shout out to Doge. The Department of Government Efficiency. Look at what ICE was collecting when they was rounding up them immigrants. They was collecting Medicaid and tax data. Hey, all you people out there in LA, my Black Americans that's out there in LA, that's talking about joining a goddamn riot instead of taking their ass home, right, and minding their business for once. Black people too goddamn nosy. Learn how to mind your business. That's actually biblical. Minding your business. That's why our grandmamas used to tell us that. Boy, mind your business, you'll live longer. Why? That shit is biblical. Mind your business. Stop tending to other people's effect. Mind your business. This is what black folk don't know how to do. Black folk done forgot how to go set your, what our grandmamas used to say, hey boy, go sat your ass down. She used to say it in past tense. Go and sat your ass down, boy. Don't go sit down. Go and sat your ass down somewhere. This is what black folk need. Black Americans need to go somewhere, mind our business, and go set our ass down. That's what we need to learn how to do. Because this ain't none of our business. Yeah, you know, shout out to Mr. Savage Thoughts. You know, Mr. Savage Thoughts, grandma used to say it in past tense. Go and sat. Don't sit. Go and sat your ass down, boy. And mind your business. You'll live longer. You live longer. That's what me and your grandfather learned how to do. We learn how to mind our goddamn business. We learn how to mind our business, boy. You better learn that. What up, Full Focus? Salute, fam. How you doing, Dahlia? Look at what we got going on. Shout out to ICE. U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement has intensified its enforcement efforts against undocumented immigrants by collecting sensitive personal data. Shout out to Elon Musk. Including Medicaid enrollment. They get right off the goddamn boat with a Medicaid card and a food stamp card. Tax filings and law enforcement license plates records. Get your ass out of here. You can't hide no more. You can't hide no more. You think you're going to come here and file for Medicaid and think you could stay here because you're getting food stamps now? No! Civil rights organizations has raised legal and constitutional concerns over the scope of this data use. Shut your ass up. According to documents obtained by AP, the document of Homeland Security and its sub-agency ICE have requested access to personal data from multiple agencies in 2025, including the California Department of Healthcare Services. Some of y'all been living in California for years and been paying for Medicaid, but you want to sit here and go march for some goddamn immigrants that could walk into a doctor's office and don't even have a co-payment. Go sat your ass down somewhere. The Internal Revenue Service. When the last time you ain't owed a California government? They buying goddamn trucks every year. And the Los Angeles Police Department, one of the most crooked police departments in the United States, along with the NYPD. These agencies reportedly compiled exposing the private information of Medicaid recipients, including undocumented individuals. So when we talking about this is a government issue. This is going on in the government. Why y'all taking this stuff so personal? What up, Chase? Shout out to Chase in the building. Salute. Undocumented individuals. And you work and can't get no help. You can't get no help with your food. You see why? AP reported that 2 aides to Health and Human Services Secretary Robert Kennedy Jr. Shout out to Robert Kennedy. He ain't playing. Instructed staff at the Centers for Medicare and Medicaid Services to provide subscriber data to DHS. While some CMS employees tried to block the transfer, DHS still obtained Medi-Cal data. Look, they tried to block the transfer to try to cover their own ass. You see, this is government stuff, y'all. This is called government corruption. This is called government corruption. Why would they try to block the transfer? It's called cover our ass. But black people still think this got something to do with them. Oh, he's trying to annihilate black people. He's trying to make us all poor. Shut up. This ain't even got nothing to do with you. Go to work, nigga, and shut up. Go shut up. In 2025, California began offering Medi-Cal coverage to low-income residents regardless of immigration status on June 1st, 2023. You see this? Let me read that again. Because some of y'all don't even have Medi-Cal coverage. Some of y'all got to pay for y'all shit through y'all job. And y'all been living in California. Listen to this, y'all. California, meaning the California government, right? The state government, right? Your local government in California began offering Medi-Cal coverage to low-income residents, illegals, regardless of immigration status. You wonder why the goddamn list was so long? And remember, we already did the show and we found out that the goddamn government was doing the same shit with these immigrants for HUD. For low-income housing. They was doing the same shit in HUD. Why you think HUD shut down? Why you think they shut down HUD? They was doing the shit with HUD too. The same thing they doing here. What else did we find out here on Sheep Stay Sleep TV? That a goddamn USDA employee was giving out authorized food stamp machines to unauthorized stores. And they had a whole food stamp ring running. $66 million. They just caught him. We talked about it right here on the show. This is government corruption. Every employee that was connected to the scheme worked for the USDA. This is government corruption. Government corruption. That's all getting cleaned up. This is called leadership. Active leadership. Clean up. Clean up. Let's read it again. California began offering Medi-Cal coverage to low-income residents, regardless of immigration status, on January 1st, 2023. AP noted that the timing of ICE enforcement actions in Southern California coincided with the CMS data transfer. Uh-oh. In April 2025, ICE signed a memorandum of understanding with the IRS to access tax data on non-citizens, including undocumented immigrants. The agreement allows ICE to obtain names, addresses, and individual taxpayer identification numbers, 9-digit codes assigned to individuals who do not have social security numbers, often used by undocumented immigrants. Why is black people running their goddamn mouth? Why is black Americans acting like this got something to do with them? I know why. Because we don't know what real leadership look like. We don't know what real leadership look like. And structure. We don't know what that look like. We don't know what that look like. So you know we start calling it, because we don't understand it, we start calling it hatred. Oh, look at Trump. He's showing how much he hates people. No, he's not. He's showing the American people how much he loves us. But you can't recognize that because you don't know what love is your whole life. You think love is, let me do what I want. You think that's love. You think love is, I'm outside, F my nigga. You think that's love. You think love is getting drunk all the time. You think that's love. Because you ain't never been really protected and covered. You don't know what that is. You never had nobody in your life that'll die for you. See, when you got somebody in your life that'll die for you, you won't think you could do whatever you want to do. Because you know it's somebody that'll die to make sure you make it home. So I don't think you want to play with that. See, but a lot of y'all don't understand that because you ain't never had a leader before. And I'm talking to the men and the women, because you niggas are just as feminine. Y'all niggas, I call y'all niggas fairies more than the women. I'm going to start calling the women YNs. You niggas are fairies. He was a fairy. Yup. Mr. Milkman, he's a fairy. You niggas are more fairies than the women. The women are YNs. They run around wearing Nike Techs with drums. The women run around here getting more drunk than the men. I can out-drink a nigga. I can out-drink a nigga and out-smoke a nigga. You got niggas walking around wearing panties now. They call PSD underwear. Y'all niggas wearing panties. Ladies, if you know your man is a real man and a masculine man, do not buy that man no PSD underwear. Those are for you. PSD underwear are for studs. Okay? Theory. Yeah. PSD underwear is for studs. Yeah, it's not for real men. Real men wear cotton drawers. Cotton. You might have a couple of pair, couple of little designer drawers. Most of it is cotton. Niggas don't want to be slippery and cute with they draw. I don't know no niggas that wear cute drawers. Like that's for women. Women supposed to have cute drawers. Right? Y'all niggas walking around wearing stud panties, PSDs. Yeah. So a lot of you niggas don't understand leadership. You don't understand leadership. You don't know about a cleanup session where you got to clean house of all impurities. All impurities. All. Yeah. All. What up, Big Ruck? Yeah, we don't wear PSD underwear. Those PSD underwear is for studs. Real men who have actual penises don't wear PSDs. That's for women with strap-ons. That's stud drawers. Stud wear. Stud wear. That's what that is. Stud wear. I'm just being honest, L'Oreal. Some studs. Hey. All right, let me ask y'all something, ladies. Let me ask y'all something. Then we're going to get back to the article. Would you listen to a man that wore SpongeBob drawers? I'm just asking. Would you listen to a man that has Rick and Morty on his drawers? I'm just asking. Cause women who listen to this show, some of my homegirls, and even my significant other, they have said to me, DS1, you're like traditional masculine. So a lot of these guys, when you say certain stuff, they get offended because they don't look at it the way you do. You're very judgmental when it comes to things like that. And that's because you're a traditional masculine guy. You're traditional. Right? So I want to ask the ladies, would you follow a man who got Rugrats on his drawers? Hey, Cuzzo. Come on, Cuzzo. You know we ain't doing that. His goddamn drawers look like a weed plate. Come on, bro. Come on, man. Come on. We're not doing that. So when we're talking about leadership, right? And we're talking about Trump's leadership, it's going to look different from what the American people are accustomed to. We're used to leadership as, okay, these two men could get married and come to the NBA basketball game with wedding dresses on. See, that's the leadership the American people has been used to. Let's keep it real. They got us used to seeing NBA athletes in wedding dresses. This is the leadership we've been under. We've been under. You got NFL players now coming to the game with skirts on. NFL players. This is due to the leadership of this country. Y'all don't understand what's going on here? Shout out to Mighty R, man. Salute to you, fam. Salute. He says you can't make this stuff up. Salute to you, my brother. I appreciate that super chat. And shout out to Miss Dahlia. I appreciate your $3 super sticker. Salute to you. I appreciate your support. Shout out to everyone that's in the building. If you're here, double tap your screens and hit that like button. Hit that like button. See? So if we want to compare the leadership in the last administrations compared to Trump's administration, there's no comparison. There is no comparison. Last time I checked, the Obama administration was more worried about Africa than America. Last time I checked, every time we heard Barack Obama, we always heard Africa. When they ever addressed Black American men during the Obama administration? During his whole tenure as a president, everything was worried about overseas. We never spoke about America. When Mr. Barry was the president, when was we talking about American politics? When were we talking about American manufacturing, American jobs, domestic affairs? When? Y'all can correct me if I'm wrong. Y'all could come in the chat and tell me, DS1, you wrong. Here's the facts. I don't mind being wrong. I'm not here to be right. I'm here to get y'all to think. This is Sheep Stay Sleep TV. This is Sheep Stay Sleep TV. Sheep Stay Sleep TV. Yeah, that's a willing participant in your own ignorance. You see? So I ain't here to be right. So you could get out your feelings. Oh, that nigga think he right. No, you could keep thinking you right and keep living wrong and disregard everything I'm saying. I don't have no problem with that. I'm just trying to get you to think logically, not the way you were conditioned to think. See, because a lot of us were not conditioned to think logically. A lot of us were conditioned to behave the way somebody wants us to behave. We weren't even taught how to think. It was do what I said because I said do this. Go about this way in life because I said go about it. And you can't question it. So a lot of us ain't even had enough time in our life to think for ourselves. To say that this is what I want for me because this is what I really want. A lot of y'all are living your life vicariously through other people. You only want the things you want in life so you can be validated by another person. So another person can't say you a bum. So another person can't say you ain't broke. So another person can't say something about you. So you're not even conditioned to think for yourself. Because your self-esteem ain't even based on you. Your self-esteem ain't even based on self. Your self-image is not even based on self. And this is what Trump is restoring here in America, to give Americans their identity back and to be proud of it. You ain't from Africa, nigga. You American, and be proud of it. Because if you was African, take your ass back to your ancestors and where they at and see if they welcome you there. No, your ancestors is right here in America. That's where they at. And you can be proud, black man. And you can be proud, black woman, because you are a black American woman. And your ancestors did something in this country, even if they were slaves. Yeah, let's talk. Let's have a real conversation. Do you know in other countries where slavery went on at, indentured servitude and all of that, you know them people don't look down on each other for that type of shit. You know who do? Black Americans. Black Americans. Black Americans. The Egyptians, they ain't mad. But they taught us, you need to hate yourself because you come from a slave. You see how you ain't been taught how to think? You've been conditioned to do what somebody wants you to do. Mm-hmm. Shout out to Scott Norris in the building. What up, Scott? Shout out to my man T Church in the building. What up, T Church? Salute. Yeah, I'll make sure y'all hit that like button. Thank you, Queen Shay. Y'all make sure y'all double tap y'all screens. Double tap y'all screens, y'all. Let's get back to the article. By accessing these records, ICE gains sensitive personal data from individuals who voluntarily filed taxes. Prompting privacy concerns among immigrant advocacy groups. You don't have no say. ICE has also reportedly obtained automated license plate readers. ALPR data. From local law enforcement agencies. You're not going anywhere, buddy. Despite California Senate Bill 34, which prohibits state and local entities from sharing such data with federal immigration authorities. Yeah, y'all have no power at this point. Y'all been running a corrupt government for too long. California, just like New York. Why you think they got Eric Adams' ass in line? Trump not playing, y'all. Gavin Newsom ain't shit. Yeah, the governor, Mr. Gavin Newsom. You in trouble, buddy. You're in trouble. You're in trouble. This is why hey, listen, y'all, listen. Let me get back on the front screen real quick. See, this is why a lot of these people did not want Trump in office. This is why. This is the real reason why. Because now the game's over. All the money laundering, all the funneling of government funds and all of that getting this free money shit. It's over now. It's over now. You think that I don't know what's going on? That's what Trump said. You think that I don't know what's going on? They know what's going on. You need to stop trying to play me. Stop trying to play with Trump. You know you're missing the real, baby. Stop playing with Trump. Stop playing with Trump. He's going to turn every stone over. He's going to look through every goddamn seashell. We ain't doing all that, gear jammer. Relax. We ain't doing all that, bro. we not calling presidents daddy. Okay? We not doing that. We not doing that. Shout out to Manje 11. I believe the Democrats are going to run Newsom in the next presidential election. Gavin Newsom is done, Manje 11. He's cooked. He's done. He's done. All this happened on his watch. People be forgetting that, man. With great power comes great responsibility. Online news outlet LAist reported that in May 2025 alone, more than 100 data transfers occurred between ICE and law enforcement agencies, including the LAPD and sheriff's departments in San Diego, Orange, and Riverside counties. In total, 11 agencies in Southern California shared ALPR data with both ICE and U.S. Customs and Border Protection. Y'all think this stuff is a game, man. Connie Rowe, communications lead at the Asian Americans Advancing Justice, Southern California. Oh, Trump's prejudice, Trump's racist. Okay, y'all keep believing that. Stated that this is the first time CMS has shared Medi-Cal subscriber data with any outside agency. Governor Gavin Newsom has expressed concern and called for a greater transparency. We are closely monitoring this situation to protect immigrants' rights. Right. But violate Americans' rights. Jung Ho Kim, co-executive director of the Korean American Community Advocacy Service and Education Council, added, ICE's collection of personal data without lawful procedures violates constitutional privacy protections. Allowing such actions would set a dangerous precedent that could affect undocumented immigrants, legal residents, and even U.S. citizens. See? Again, they have to add, listen, y'all, they have to add the negative media coverage. They have to add that in there because they don't want to end the article with us believing Trump is doing something right. See? You see? So at the end of the article, you see what they said? After all this good stuff we just learned, they're going to tell you, well, actually, he violated the Constitution and y'all should be worried. Even U.S. citizens, even the legal people, you should be worried about what he's doing to these immigrants. Why? I ain't going nowhere. I don't owe no taxes. I ain't no scammer. I'm not a thief. What do I need to be worried about? You see what they try to do to y'all? Because they know how people have been conditioned. You have not been conditioned to think rational or logical. You were actually taught to feel before you think. So a lot of y'all respond with a feeling and not a thought. That's why usually what come out your mouth is irrational and erratic because you didn't think about it before you said it. You didn't think about how it was going to come out. None of that. You just said it because you're not thinking at all. It's called a reaction. See, there's a difference between a reaction and a response. A response requires thought. A reaction only requires feeling. So when you don't like something you hear, your mind is trained to react. So you react emotionally. Oh, nobody want to hear that shit. Because you don't like what you're hearing. Because you haven't trained your mind to just ignore it. You got to say something because you're emotional. And you've been conditioned to think that this is the way functional people behave. No, that is the way people with mental illness behave. undiagnosed mental illness. That is not how functional people respond. A response requires thought, not just how you feel. Most people talk about how they feel. They not even talking about facts. They not even thinking. They just running. The words come to their mind and they run out their mouth. That's a reaction. So you were conditioned to hate a character like Donald Trump. That's why they were able to confuse us with Barack Obama. And they were able to use Barack Obama to destroy this goddamn country. Because see, the first thing they got was, we know how we gonna get to their feelings when we make a black man a president. See, we're gonna get them just off that alone. We're gonna win them over just by giving them a black president. They not gonna think about nothing he do. They just gonna say whatever he do is right because it's a black man in there. See, these people already knew this. This is psychology. This is science. This is not your feelings. They weaponize your feelings against you. By telling you that your feelings could change the outcome of a situation when it can't. Yeah, you might be right for feeling the way you feel, but that don't change the goddamn outcome. That don't change nothing. It don't change shit. All it changes is how you feel. It don't change nothing else. See that? But you got people who will argue with you who would think that that's valid because that's called conditioning. They've conditioned people to not think. This is why people don't read, because people don't like to think. Thinkers read. People who don't like to think, you know what they do? Run their mouth. Run their mouth. Run their mouth. That's what people who don't like to read do. Run their mouth and regurgitate shit. Like everybody believed Diddy wasn't going to jail. See how y'all conditioned to believe shit? They came up here, gave y'all fake news. Oh, Diddy's gonna get off. They dropped charges. That was a lie. But them people knew that y'all would go for it because you didn't read. You ain't read it. And they knew y'all wasn't gonna read. Because they already know the thoughts that's conditioned in your mind. That money could always save you from everything. See, this is how they're able to get money out you. This is how they stealing views. Y'all sitting over there giving that girl Tisa Tales all them goddamn views, and her name is Tisa Tales Lies. Tisa's a liar. Tisa Tales Lies. But y'all gonna get over there and still listen to these liars. Sean G. These niggas are liars. Liars. But they know y'all don't read. None of that. You go off how you feel. Oh yeah, Diddy gonna beat it. He got money. Dummy. Don't even know what sex trafficking is. Don't even know what a RICO is. Don't know what racketeering is. You don't know what none of that shit mean. But you just think because he got some money, he gonna beat it. You're an idiot. You're an idiot. You're an idiot. And this is why you don't understand leadership. You don't understand what a leader is. What did Donald Trump say? Let's bring back common sense. Common sense. Because thinking used to be common. It ain't no more. Remember when we grew up with encyclopedias and dictionaries in the house? Huh? Who remember when you had to write your spelling words 5 times each, define the word, and put it in a sentence? Who remembers that? You know, that was actually teaching you how to functionally think and how to use words and how to have productive conversations. This is why they taught you to spell the word, write the word 5 times each so you know how to spell the word, right? And then you use it in a sentence so you know how to use the word when you're talking to people. But P. Diddy is our leader. Mr. Man Milk. You know, the rappers told us we don't need school. These are leaders. The niggas who told you you don't need school. Then why you send your kids to school? So you don't go to jail? See, you an idiot. You see how dumb you are? You only send your children to school so you don't go to jail. You don't send your children to school so they can learn. You send your children to school so you don't go to jail. You're an idiot. And when your children grow up and know more than you and look at you like you're an idiot, don't wonder why. Don't wonder why. Because you was only sending your kids to school so you don't take your ass to jail. You was just following the law. You ain't care about what them kids learned. See, y'all don't want to have these type of conversations. Y'all don't. Y'all don't, because y'all get in y'all feelings about shit. You get in your feelings. This is the problem with Black America. This is the problem with Black America. Let's talk about what make me feel good. You know what make you feel good? Huh? You know what make you feel good? The shit you know you need to leave alone. Yeah, let's tell the truth. And I'm talking about myself too. See, I don't have no problem talking about me. Y'all do. Y'all have a problem with talking about y'all. Y'all have a problem with being transparent. That's why you can't lead nobody. See, because if you're going to be a leader, you got to be transparent because people got to be able to trust you. You know who get the most trust out of people? People who are transparent. People who ain't got nothing to hide and nothing to prove to nobody. See, those are the people who are fit to lead. See that? One that's gonna walk around and wear their kinks in their armor. I'm a flawed man. I'm a flawed man. I'm a flawed woman. I learned how to get up and keep going though. And every day I work on becoming a better person. See, that's what life is about. Y'all niggas think life is you get to this perfect place and you get everything perfect and you look perfect and you're in shape and your money's together and your house is together and your mind is together and your kid. That ain't life. Wake your ass up. That ain't life. A lot of y'all been on this earth for 60 goddamn years and still think that that's life. That is called Alice in Wonderland. If you think one day everything in your life is going to be right, you are watching Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. Who you think you are, Anastasia? Huh? That ain't life. That ain't life. Let's get to Trump trumping. Y'all double tap y'all screens and hit that like button, man. Listen to what Candace Owens said. This is why I did yesterday's show, y'all. Because now Candace Owens is acting like, I shouldn't have never. But soon as Trump do something she like again, she's gonna be back on a Trump train. So we're not gonna take Candace Owens serious, okay, y'all? We're not gonna take Candace serious. Okay? Let's get to it. Let's get to it. Appreciate you, Scott. Appreciate your support, man. Shout out to y'all. Shout out to my man, Art of War. Salute, Art of War. I believe that's you, my brother. Shout out to Art of War. He says DS1 for president. Just kidding. Let's go, champ. Keep preaching the truth. Salute, family. I appreciate that super chat, fam. Shout out to everyone, man. Listen to what Candace got to say. Listen to what she said.
Joe Biden. But what I will say is that he's been a chronic disappointment. And I feel embarrassed that I told people to go vote for him because this wasn't going to happen and it is happening. But I just think that the picture of politics in America is going to look very differently because of his actions. So I don't know where we go from here. I really don't. But this is not the candidate that I voted for.
If it turns out that his instincts were right, that by doing what he did, it brings Iran to the negotiating table and they do a deal on their nuclear plans, would you admit that you were wrong in that circumstance?
Yeah. I will always admit when I'm wrong. Anybody that listens to my podcast knows that. It just so happens to be that, especially if I come on to the Piers Morgan show and I make some predictions, that it ends up that I'm right. So I'm feeling lucky, but I will of course admit I'm wrong if that is the result.
And that's one thing I respect about Candace Owens. Shout out to Candace Owens. Because like she said, if it comes out that she was wrong, she's willing to admit she was wrong. And this is why I did, not yesterday's show, but the day before yesterday, the last show, which was the precursor to this show. This is why I asked, are y'all currently in agreement with Trump's, latest moves? This is why I asked y'all that, because some people are not happy. And Candace Owens is one of those people, one of those real MAGA supporters that got behind Trump and is currently not happy with his current decisions. And she has the right to not be happy with his decisions. And she also has the right to state her opinion without any slander or anything like that, right? But that's why I asked y'all, if y'all voted for Trump, if y'all are in support of the Trump administration, what is the reason? Is it financial? Is it spiritual? Is it technical? Is it military wise? Because some of y'all just want us to stop being pushovers as a country. That's why y'all want Trump in the seat, because y'all know Trump is not a punk. So some of y'all agree with him, taking this militarized stance. Then some of y'all voted for Trump because y'all want Trump to bring the jobs back. Y'all want him to make America great again financially. Let the American people be able to live, make decent money and live. Could pay for their students' tuition again, things of that nature. People ain't got to struggle to pay their bills plus buy food, things of that nature. And then you got some people who believe that Trump is here to fulfill a biblical prophecy. You got some people who believe that too. You see? And just from my perspective, right, I think Candace is upset because Candace, I believe she's a MAGA supporter from the financial aspect of it. Candace Owens is from New York, which is the financial capital of the world, New York City. And just by her demeanor, I can tell that Candace wants things to be a lot more financially suitable for the American people in the future, which I don't disagree with. I think that that's her main reason for voting for Trump. The financial aspect. Kari says, my bag is already improving. I took a huge hit under Biden. Wow. Shout out to Kari. Longbeard says financial, bring back the old days. A lot of people are saying financial. A lot of people are saying this. Scott says, now I'm seeing that our country will not stand for being infested with cartels. Shout out to Scott. Scott, he's probably on the military side of things. Some of us want to be in a safer country. Some of us want fentanyl out of our country. And I've even lost people that I know personally to fentanyl. Personally. Who died because of fentanyl. A lot of people in my old neighborhood died off that fentanyl. And I'm not talking about just using. You see what I mean? Don't let that go over your head. So a lot of people they want to get rid of the cartels. They want to get rid of the drugs. They want to get rid of the child trafficking. They want to stop children from being trafficked, women from being trafficked and kidnapped, which now a lot of boys are going missing. So when we talking about leadership, man, we really gotta speak about this and be honest about it. If we talking about a leader and protecting us and all of that, Trump has been doing his thing. And not only has he been doing this thing, he vowed to do it. He vowed to do it. He said he's going to make America great again. He's going to make this place a safer, more productive place to live. And he's going to do it for us. Notice that's what he said. He's not doing it for the sake of America like the Democrats was. See, everything the Democrats do is for the sake of America. It's just to make America look good. So everybody could come in and do business and vacation and bring all your money to us. But Trump is saying, no, I'm doing this for the American people. The American people has been neglected. The cares and the worries of the people. Barack didn't address that. Biden didn't address that. You know who is? Donald Trump. Donald Trump even addressed the multiple communities. He addressed the Black American community. He addressed the Asian American community. He addressed the Latin American community. Separately. Guess what Kamala Harris said? I ain't got to say nothing to black people. I ain't got to do nothing for black people. Guess what Barack said? Nothing. Whenever they ask Barack Obama questions about black Americans, that nigga just look at the camera. He wouldn't even respond. But Donald Trump addressed each community that had a problem with him. He addressed the Black Americans, the Latinos, and the Asians. That's a leader. That's a leader who cares about the people. That's a leader who has a cause for the people. See, you could easily come in and be a politician and do everything for the sake of America. See, that's being a politician. I'm gonna make everything look good because this the country, this what we need to do, this how we rocking. Trump said no. What about the people? What about how the people feel about what I think? What about the people feel about what I do? So before I get into doing and working my moves, let me address these people. Let me answer any questions they got. Because I care about what they think about me. Barack Obama said, I'm going to let eunuchs get married, and I don't care what the world think. I don't care what they think about America. We're going to let eunuchs get married. I don't care what they think about our country. I don't care how it make our country look. I don't care that it makes our country look weak to the foreigners. See, y'all was see, they had us celebrating this shit here in America, but overseas, that made America look weak. When Barack Obama let them eunuchs marry one another, that made our country look weak as a world superpower. You got to remember what America has always been known for. And also, y'all are a world superpower letting eunuchs marry one another legally? Y'all letting them in the military? Y'all letting them in masculine spaces? Oh, y'all not no superpower. Hey guys, hey friends, let's team up and take over this country. It's called BRICS. It's called BRICS. They over there partying. They too busy having Diddy parties in America. They don't even know we getting ready to come take this shit over. They too busy astrogliding, gliding and gliding. Team Glide. You got Team Glide all in America right now, guys. They too busy sleep off baby oil and ketamine. They don't know what's going on. They don't even know we getting ready to come through and take that shit over. This what the Biden administration had going on in this country, and the Obama administration. Everybody was partying, bringing more kids, bringing more weird women. Yeah, let's keep the party going, guys. That's what the Democrats was doing. That's what they was doing, OG. Gliding and gliding. Astroglide parties. This is what the Dems was doing. Everything outsourced. They ain't got to worry about doing nothing. They could just sit around, get high all day. Get high and have sex. That's what was going on in the government. This is what was going on. Manja 11 says, don't forget, DS1, these countries were also funding these ideologies. Some of them were, but a lot of them were against it too. Some of them were, but a lot of them were against it too, Manja. A lot of countries, they not with that, they not with eunuch love. They don't believe in eunuch love. Yeah, keep that baby oil flowing, fellas. Exactly. 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 Let's pull up this last article before we wrap up today's show. Shout out to everyone in the building, man. Double tap y'all screens, hit that like button. Let's get into it. Let's get into it. ICE released over 435,000 migrants with criminal convictions. Data says. Data. Not Sega. Data. Elon Musk. Technology. Data. Can't run. How you doing, Shamika? Shout out to my brother Zuma in the building. What up, Zuma? Shout out to my brother Zuma Duma, man. Zuma says Africa ran Kamala out of there with that mook talk. Come on now. Data. While y'all in y'all feelings, we have the data. What is data? Raw information. Raw information. While y'all in y'all feelings, we got the information on all this shit we talking about. While y'all just in y'all feelings. ICE released over 435,000 migrants with criminal convictions. Data shows. McAllen, Texas, border report. Border report, Texas. What else is going on in Texas? The highest STD and AIDS rate. Data. That's what the data shows. In Texas, right now. The highest rate of STD and AIDS. Data. Maybe because it's a lot of human trafficking and prostitution going on between immigrants. They're bringing these women across the border who they don't know probably already have diseases and making them prostitutes to sell a body on the streets in Texas. And now everybody running around with gonorrhea, syphilis, and AIDS. Look it up. Data. You get out your feelings. They have the data. Yeah. Yeah. Now you know why it's a goddamn AIDS and STD epidemic in Texas? Because of these immigrants that's coming across the border illegally with fleas. Yeah. We have the data. McAllen, Texas, border report. The head of Immigration and Customs Enforcement told a Texas border lawmaker this week, this was 3 days ago, this article came out 3 days ago, lawmaker this week that 435,000 undocumented, damn near 500,000 undocumented migrants with criminal convictions have been released by the agency to cities around the United States. Y'all still got a problem with these ICE raids? Huh? If you are an American, you have a problem with these ICE raids? Did you just see what I just read? Damn near 500,000 undocumented migrants with criminal convictions, AKA ties to cartels, AKA ties to criminal activity, AKA ties to selling fentanyl, AKA ties to trafficking of children and women. Y'all don't get it, do you? And we talk about leadership. Trump is a hell of a leader. He's a hell of a leader. I would say he was a shrewd businessman, but he's a great politician. Great politician. Great politician. He's a great leader. Look who the people who work up under him, look what they're doing. ICE Deputy Director Patrick Lechner, however you pronounce that, sent a letter Wednesday to U.S. Representative Tony Gonzalez, Republican of Texas, saying as of July 21st, there was 662,566 non-citizens with criminal histories on the agency's non-detained docket, meaning they are not detained while they await immigration proceedings. Of those, 435,719 are convicted criminals and 226,847 have pending criminal charges. God damn. So all the criminals think we could just go to America. I can unalive hundreds of people in my country and just run to America and sell oranges and say, no English, no English, and be safe. And be safe. This is what's been going on in our country. We got serial killers from other countries right here in our country selling oranges in the Bronx on the corner, telling you no English. I take car shop. He's a whole killer selling peanuts. Why you care, DS1? Because I'm American and I can't do that in their country. I can't take my ass to Guatemala and sell guava and not unalive 30 people in America. Yeah, make sure America come get me. Oh, no, Papi, you can't be here. No, we don't want no problems with them people over there, and they'll send our ass back home. Because you know what that's called? That's called leadership. That's called leadership being exercised. System, structure, and order. See that? System, structure, and order. Yeah. Yeah. And in order to maintain order in our country, our system, our government needs our cooperation as citizens. Meaning we need to be proud Americans that uphold what our government is doing and to also enforce it in our own way. So no, we shouldn't make these people feel comfortable here because we can never feel comfortable there because that's just the way it goes. How the song go? That's just the way it goes. That's just the way it goes. That's just the way it go. Why y'all complaining about what's going on in your country, but then you'll go to another country and follow all the goddamn rules? How that's crazy to me. Shout out to all the expats. Salute to all the expats, man. Because they understand this. They don't go to other countries and think, oh, I'm American. I have money. They're poor. They're not American. They need me. I can do what I want. I can abuse their women. I can abuse their services. I can abuse anyone. I'm American. And then I can go back home. No, they'll find your ass in a ravine. Yeah. Just like I warned all my passport brothers. That's why I warned y'all. Stop thinking you could go out there and abuse them people. Because some people have pride in their country and they'll unalive you. They'll unalive you. Oh, you want to come here and run our women? Okay, we got something for you, Papa. Hey, follow me down here. Yeah. Off a cliff. Yeah. Because they have pride in their country. You're not going to come here and do what you want to do and think because you got money, you're going to pay and leave. No, you're going to leave in a body bag. Mm-hmm. You're going to leave in a body bag. You know who got that same type of energy? Donald Trump. You will leave here in a body bag, or you will leave here in federal custody. Which way you want to play, buddy? See, if you want to make it difficult for us, we'll just knock your head off. That's all. Or just put you in federal prison. See, he operates the same way. He operates the same way. Yeah. Yeah, you're going to get locked up so fast? Come on, bro. They don't play that. Zuma says the UAE will jail you for 20 years, seize your assets, then deport your ass back home. You see that? You see that? That's a Zuma. That's interesting you said that, bro, because I noticed when these rap dudes go to Dubai, they be on their best behavior. They be on their best behavior over there in Dubai. Best behavior. Best behavior. They don't play so much over there in the UAE. When these niggas leave America, they come back Muslim. Niggas come, oh, I done took my shahada. Yeah, nigga, they had you that scared over there. You was scared, nigga. You went over there and put a kufi on. You left America eating pork chops. Your ass came back, Bismillah, namahana halaka. Yeah, they scared your ass. It's called system, structure, and order. You ain't gonna come here with all that loud talking. Your ass will go to jail. You ain't gonna come here with that food stamp nigga behavior. We'll put you in jail. And if you let the wrong group of us catch you, we'll knock you off. But Americans have a problem with operating that way, even though everybody else operates with us that way. That's what's so crazy to me. But we have a problem operating this way. Look, let's continue this article. Shout out to everyone in the building. The data released by ICE is beyond disturbing, and it should be a wake-up call for the Biden-Harris administration and cities across the country that hide behind sanctuary policies, Gonzalez said Friday. It's time for Washington to move past rhetoric and toward results. Different type of leadership here now, guys. We ain't getting caught up in theory and ideology. Let's get to some results. What's being done? What's being done? Americans deserve to feel safe in their communities. Didn't I tell y'all this is the whole goal behind Trump? Americans deserve to feel safe in their communities. Yeah. Yeah. On Friday, House Homeland Security Committee Chairman Mark Green of Tennessee called the new information shocking. It may be shocking to hear that the Biden-Harris administration is actively releasing tens of thousands of criminal, illegal aliens into our communities. But their own numbers conclusively prove this to be the case. This defies all common sense. DHS law enforcement has been directed to mass release illegal aliens whom they know have criminal convictions or are facing charges for serious crimes. And these dangerous, destructive individuals are making their way into every city and state in this country. How many more Americans need to die or be victimized before this administration is forced to abide by the laws they swore to uphold? Sleepy Joe. This is madness. It is something no civilized, well-functioning society should tolerate. Do you hear this, American people? Do you hear this, American people? He's talking to us. We have the right to stand against that type of stuff. That's the stuff we need to be marching about. Not about eunuchs being able to teach our children in libraries. We shouldn't be marching about that. We should be marching about shit like this. Shit like this. This is what we need to be vocal about. Instead of being vocal about George Floyd. According to Lechleitner, 62,231 non-citizens with criminal convictions for assault currently are not detained by ICE and have been released. 42,915 have pending assault charges. The agency currently is holding 2,348 non-citizens who have been convicted of assault and 1,498 who have pending charges. So it's still more they need to round up, y'all. There's still more. The agency also has released 15,811 who have been convicted of sexual assault. Geppettos. It's 15. They released 15,000 Geppettos. 15,000 Diddies. 15,000 Bambatas. 15,000 Russell Simmons. Geppettos. 15,811 who have been convicted of sexual assault. And 56,533 non-citizens convicted of drug possession. These are your plugs. These are your plugs. Ran off on the plug twice. Remember Ply said that dumb shit? Ran off on the plug twice. He started getting y'all young boys unalived, thinking you could run off on a plug. Because he sent you 10 pounds through the mail because you met him on Instagram. Yeah, you walked outside and got your head knocked off because you don't know something about the dark web, dummy. They tracked you through your IP address. That's why you got your head blown off, little homie. Because you thought you was listening to Plies. I'm going to run off on the plug twice. Yeah, you got knocked off at McDonald's. Because they already saw you. Yeah. 56,533. These are the plugs. Drug possession, fentanyl, that sprayed up weed, that block work. That's what y'all call it up north, right? That's what y'all call it in the towns. That block work, that blockiana. Yeah. That blockiana. That blockiana. What up, Saudi Tate? That blockiana. Yeah, y'all be smoking all that block work and designer bags. Oh, this that za. Nigga, that's blockiana. Nigga, that's peanut butter breath. That's block work. Boy, do we need to wake up, boy. Boy, do we need to wake up. Boy, oh boy. Zuma says, jugging, finessing, and flexing until I ran off on a plug. People are very reckless online, son. Very reckless. And this same Plies who ducked from the goons, of course, he ran from them. He ran from them. Club. Plies ain't no goon, man. Plies rapping about his brother life. The agency also has released 15,811 who have been convicted of sexual assault, 56,533 non-citizens convicted of drug possession, and 2,521 who have been convicted of kidnapping, aka ex-trafficking, aka pimping. Yeah. 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 Look, they have the data. The data. Look, it's right here, y'all. Look. National docket for data for non-citizens by criminality and most serious charge category as of July 21st of last year. Data. See, if you got the data, you'll get out your feelings. Most serious charge. Antitrust. Convicted criminals. 1. Arson. 36 convicted criminals. 3 with pending criminal charges. 792 convicted of arson. 177 pending criminal charges. Assault. You gorilla pimps. 2,348 currently criminally convicted. Pending charges 1,498. Non-detained but convicted criminally 62,000. Look at all these Geppettos running around. Geppettos 62,000. 42,000 with pending charges. That's not detained. They still out in the street. Bribery. Burglary. Commercialized sexual offenses. What do you think that is? Sex trafficking. Sex trafficking. Non-detained, 2,200 convicted criminals that are not detained, meaning they've been convicted of this in their country, 2,200. That's still on the streets in America. 1,771 pending charges. Data. So when we talking about leadership, Trump's administration is unmatched at this point. And let me let y'all know something about leadership too. If you plan to be a leader, whether you're a woman or a man, understand leaders doesn't make favorable decisions. Let me say that again. Leaders don't make the favorable decision. So if you the leader of your family, you don't make decisions because that's going to make everybody smile. That's not a leader. That's a panderer. Leaders make decisions to make sure everybody's okay now and later. Now and later. See? Now and later. So if you're not ready to deal with a leader, you want a panderer. You want somebody to always make you feel good. That's not a leader. Because a leader is going to do a lot of shit you not gonna like, you're not gonna approve of. And until you've ever been in a position of leadership, you will never understand that you have to be willing to be the bad guy. You got to be the one. I don't like you right now. You have to be willing to accept that if you want to be in a leadership position. Yeah, she don't like me today, y'all, but she loved me. See the difference? Yeah, she don't like me. She been mad at me the past 2 days. But she know what's best for her. She know what's best for her. Leaders don't make favorable decisions. So you may have voted for Trump for one reason, and now he may be going around what you thought he was just going to do right then and there. Trust me, it's all for the greater good, y'all. It's all for the greater good. Because that is what true leaders focus on. The greater good. And the greater good may not always be pleasing to your feelings at that time. But one day you might just be walking somewhere or just in the shower, or you might be sitting on the toilet taking a shit and realize, damn, I'm happy I went through that. I wouldn't even understand where I'm at right now if I didn't deal with that. I wouldn't know how to accept when things get better if I don't understand that this is a process being worked. I won't even know when it get better. Or I be done wrote myself out the script. Because see, that's what a lot of people do too. Because again, a lot of us was conditioned to think a leader was P. Diddy. So if your man ain't up like P. Diddy, he can't provide you a lifestyle like Jay-Z. He can't pay $500 to get your hair done. So guess what you do? You don't see that man as a leader, and you don't serve him as such. So guess what you do? You write yourself out the script. You write yourself right out his life. And then guess what? You be sitting there looking like, why she get to get all that? Excuse me. It's called understanding leadership. This is not the goddamn shelter. I ain't here to give out benefit cards. I'm a leader. I'm a man. I gotta make this shit work. I gotta pray that this shit work. You think I am a goddamn coin machine at Chuck E. Cheese? It's how you write yourself out the script. Then when it come together, I done built him up to give. No, shut up. You ain't built shit. You ain't built nothing. You ain't built nothing. You ain't build him up to do nothing. You sat around with your hand out and thought you was gonna get something. And what you did was you got your walking papers. That's what you got. Because you don't understand leadership. Because you think P. Diddy and Jay-Z are leaders. Because that's what you've been taught. That's what you've been taught. Yep. So shout out to everyone, man. I appreciate y'all for pulling up today. Happy Friday to everyone. Happy birthday once again to the Cynical One. Make sure y'all wish the Cynical One of my lovely lady Mars that always come through and hold it down. Make sure y'all wish her a happy birthday. We might be back tomorrow with another show. Y'all stay tuned. Y'all stay tuned. We might be back with another show tomorrow. So y'all stay tuned, man. Shout out to everyone. I appreciate everyone for pulling up. What's up, Ellie K? Good to see y'all. Good to see everyone. Shout out to y'all. Shout out to y'all. That's right, Shamika. God bless America and Trump. Absolutely. We got to start praying for our leaders, y'all. We got to start praying for our leaders, man. You got to start praying for our leaders, man. God told us to pray for our enemies. Why wouldn't you pray for your leaders? Don't let that go over your head, man. Don't let that go over your head. So shout out to everyone. Shout out to my lovely lady Maz for coming through today and holding it down. Thank y'all so much. Thank y'all so much. Salute, salute, salute. What's up, Jesse Rowland? Salute to you, man. I appreciate everyone for pulling up. Shout out to everyone who has supported today's show. If you have supported today's show financially, it's very much appreciated. Shout out to everyone who sent a super chat. Most importantly, I appreciate you guys being here. I appreciate you guys being here. So make sure y'all get down in the comment section. Let me know what y'all think of today's show. Let me know what y'all think about today's show. Salute to everyone. Like I said, make sure y'all set y'all bell notifications because we might be live tomorrow. And if we go live tomorrow, y'all, do y'all want me to continue the political conversation or do y'all want me to talk about Diddy? let's get a quick recap real quick. Y'all, what y'all want me to talk about tomorrow, y'all? Do y'all want me to continue to let y'all know what's going on with the Trump administration, or do y'all want me to talk about Diddy? Which one? Because tomorrow's Saturday. Like I said, we might do a show tomorrow. What y'all want to talk about tomorrow, y'all? Y'all want to talk about Diddy tomorrow? Y'all want me to go postal on Diddy? Or should we continue with this Trump content? Jamel Week says political. Bro says political. Yes, you can email me, April Lynn. You can email me. Let me put my email on the screen. But if you're going to email me, just, you know. There's my email there, April Lynn. There's my email. Zuma says, don't care about Diddy booty bandit ass. There's my email right there, April. Sis says, I'm sick of Diddy, DS1. Keita says all of it. Mr. Savage Thought says Trump administration. Bob says Diddy, no Trump. Bro said, I don't want to hear about Trump. Let's talk about the milkman. Mr. Milkman, Man Milk, Mr. Man Milk. That's what we call him, Mr. Man Milk. Club says political. April says, I don't want to have nightmares. Benjamin Brown says, Diddy is done. Go political. Classy says political. Diddy cooked already, over it. It's the weekend. Diddy. All the war said, it's the weekend. Roast this nigga. He said, it's the weekend, DS1. I need you to barbecue a nigga. Some of y'all want me to barbecue Diddy, huh? L'Oreal says Trump. My sis L'Oreal said Trump. We tired of Diddy. And listen, y'all, I don't blame y'all because we've covered the Diddy shit since it first happened. Remember, we started talking about Diddy on his channel in 2023. So just like we've been speaking about Trump since the beginning, since last year, we've been talking about Trump. But we've been talking about the Diddy shit since he first got locked up. And we said Diddy was going to get cooked. Because what's our saying over here, y'all? When you get into bed with the devil, one day you're going to wake up in hell. And that's what happened to Diddy. So shout out to y'all. Again, if we come back tomorrow with another show, we will keep this on the Trump administration. As y'all say, let's keep it on a straight and narrow. And that's what we gonna do, y'all. Shout out to y'all, man. I appreciate y'all. Y'all said we tired of Diddy, man. Salute to y'all. Salute to y'all, man. Salute to all the visionaries. Shout out to my lovely lady mods again. Happy Friday to everyone. Get down in the comment section. Let me know what y'all think. And we might be back tomorrow with another show. Y'all stay tuned, man. DS1 Ross, Sheep Stay Sleep TV. And again, I want to thank y'all for being here, man. And I'm going to catch y'all on the next one. Peace.